The Vellore Mutiny of 1806. In this module, you will learn about the causes, the course, and the after effects of the Vellore Mutiny of 1806. The South Indian Rebellion for freedom phased out by 1801 AD. However, this rebellion was still fresh in the minds of the people. The English East India Company emerged as the unopposed ruler of the Madras Presidency from 1801 AD. Lord William Bentinck was the governor of the Madras Presidency and John Cradock was the commander-in-chief. The reforms that were introduced in the army led to a mutiny at Vellore. The Vellore Mutiny was the first instance of a mutiny by Indian sepoys against the East India Company. This event took place at Vellore in South India. As it was led by the sepoys of the Vellore fort, it was called as the Vellore Mutiny. This mutiny was considered as a prelude to the Great Revolt of 1857 and holds a significant place in the history of India. The mutineers were influenced by the family of Tipu Sultan, who were confined to the Vellore fort after Tipu Sultan's death. The recruitment of a large number of Indians into the army created suspicion in their minds. The death of the great leaders such as Politevar, Kattabomman and Maruthu brothers had left a deep scar in the minds of the rebels and sepoys, many of whom were from the Palyams. The sepoys were both from Tamil and Kannada-speaking regions and exchanged their ideas for attainment of a common goal through betel leaves. Strict discipline methods, new weapons, new methods and changes in the dress code created resentment amongst the sepoys. Hindus were prohibited from wearing ornaments such as earrings and vermilion marks on their foreheads, while the Muslims were required to trim their beard and moustaches, which created further resentment. The most immediate cause was the introduction of the Agnew turban, introduced by General Agnew. The turban resembled the European hat of different colors affixed by a badge with the symbol of the cross on it. The sepoys who refused to wear this turban were punished by 500 to 900 lashes and also terminated from service. The rebellion was instigated by the sons of Tipu Sultan, who secretly planned the revolt. On 9 July 1806, the celebrations of Tipu Sultan's daughter's wedding were held at the fort and the sepoys had gathered to attend the function. Amidst the celebration in the early hours of the 10th of July, the sepoys suddenly attacked the British officers and their troops. By dawn, the mutineers had taken complete control of the Vellore fort and hoisted the flag of Tipu Sultan and declared his son Fateh Haider as the king. Major Coots, who was outside the fort, rushed to Arcot and informed General Gillespie, who in turn returned with a huge army, entered the unarmed fort and attacked the mutineers. More than 800 sepoys were shot dead, and some were even hanged to death. The uprising was brought to an end by the general. Peace was restored at the fort, and the English brought the Vellore fort once again under their control. The mutiny lacked proper leadership and was not well organized. Tipu's sons were not well trained in warfare, as they had spent most of their lifetime in prison. The sepoys could not get support and supplies in time from the native rulers. Many Indian soldiers were arrested and imprisoned. Tipu's family was taken to Calcutta and kept in jail for an additional 6 years. The mutiny revealed the patriotism of the Indians and their hatred towards the British. Though the mutiny failed, it was considered the prelude to the First War of Indian Independence in 1857. Let us now recap all the important points that we have covered in this lesson on the Vellore Mutiny of 1806.